We will continue, inshallah, today 4.4, and we will start also 4.5. This is very important section, shabab, because it is about the laws of logarithms. So you will use these laws to expand and combine logarithmic expressions and also to solve logarithmic equations, as we will see in section 4.5. So we have finished almost everything yesterday. What is remaining, shabab, is just to summarize. What are the laws that we have here? We have the log of the product is the sum of the logs. Similarly, if you have the sum of two logs, then it is equals to the log of the product. If you have log of the quotient, it is the difference of the log. If you have, you should be able to do it from both directions because they are equal to each other. This is if you want to expand. This is if you want to combine. Also, the power rule, when you have log of a to the power c, then it is c multiplied by the log of a. These are common mistakes related to these laws. For example, this one is related to law number 1. This is related to law number 2. This is related to law number 3. So be careful about these kind of mistakes. Okay? One of the most important formulas in this section is the change of base formula. So we have 3 laws, and this is, you can consider it as the 4th law. Now, what is this? If you want to change your base from an old base B to a new base, whatever this base is, you can do just apply this. It will be, the argument will be here, and the old base will be here. As a result of this formula, we have 3 different formulas here. Let me go back and show you them here. I think we did that in the previous class. I'm not sure with you we did it. Did we prove this, ya shabab? How to prove this? It is so easy. Log B of A, we want to change the base from B to A. So this is what we are going to do. It will be log A, and here also log A. This will be log the old base here. The old base is A, so it comes here. The old base is B, it will come in the denominator, and the argument, which is A, it will come to the argument. Now, log A of A is what? Is 1 over log A of B. Now, for the similarly here, you have log 1 over A. What is log 1 over A, shabab? Is A to the power -1 of X equals to what? We want to change the base from A from 1 over A to A. Now the old base will come here in the denominator. The argument stay above. Now what is this, shabab? What is log A of A to the power -1? What is log A of A to the power X from 4.3? What is this, shabab? This is X, because they are inverses of each other. So here we have log A of X over -1. And of course, this is negative log A of X. So here it is. You can bring this negative inside, so it will be log X to the power -1, which is 1 over X. The same. Similarly, here يا شباب نفس الفكرة. By the way, this is a special case from this. This is the general one. The general one says that if you have log A to the power M, this one, it was A to the power -1. So if you have log A to the power M of X, it will be 1 over M log A. So easy. If you don't need, by the way, to remember these laws, because just remember this. Use the change of base formula. But this will save your time, of course, when you use to do that. Let's apply it now. So what we have here, we have log A to the power M of X. We want to change the base to be A, not A to the power M. So the old base will come here, and the same argument will stay there in the denominator. So what is this? Log A of X over what? What is log A of A to the power M? It is M. Here we are. By the way, this is as a power, as a coefficient. You can bring it by the power rule as a power inside if you want. But this is usually what we used. We will apply, shabab, these laws here. And again, shabab, be careful about such mistakes. Let's apply these tricks here. And also, let's now play the game of true or false. True or false. And let's start with Abdulaziz Al-Anizi. Yeah, Abdulaziz, what do you think? Is this true or false?
Yes, I think it's false.
Why?
It's logarithm x negative logarithm y. Or
يعني انت قصدك الليفت هاند سايد ولا الرايت هاند سايد؟ هذا صح؟
yes,
الليفت هاند سايد equals to what?
logarithm x negative logarithm y.
It is log x minus log y. You're right. So it is not log x over y. Thank you عبد العزيز. طيب عبد العزيز ايش رايك؟ هذه ممكن نكتبها this is equals to what? Or we cannot do it is as it is. Or we can do something about it.
I think
كيف
it is.
ممكن؟
I think
it is what?
not changed.
The change of base formula. So this will be log what? Log what with base what? خليني اذكرك يا عبد العزيز، اذا عندك هذه change of base formula هذه هي التشينج اوف بيس فورمولا اللي قلت لكم عليها هنا. هاي هي. لو عندك log b of x ممكن تكتبها log a of x على log a of b. اذا عندك هاي كمان تقدر تكتبها كمان log. This is false. This will be what? هذه اللوج هنا يا عبد العزيز وصلت ايش؟ كيف ممكن نكتبها؟ هذه تساوي ايش؟ ما وصلت؟ مين يا شباب؟ مين يقول لي هذه log x over log y equals what؟ مازن؟
y log y of x.
log with base y, yes, log y of x, yes. هذه by the change formula يا شباب. Thank you. Okay, stay with us يا مازن. What do you think about this? Is it true or false?
It's B.
B, yes.
Yeah, B false.
Why?
No, B, I think it's true.
يعني which law? If it is true, which law we used? احنا عندنا ثلاثة قوانين.
I think it's law 2. Oh, no, it's not.
طيب خليني أذكركم بالقوانين هنا يا شباب. let me write them this way. log A بدون البيس حتى. log A log B plus log B هي log A times B. ولما تكون log A minus log B هي log A over B. ولما تكون log A to the power C هي C log A. Whatever the base is. Okay. طيب وكمان احنا عندنا ال change of base formula اللي هي log B of x equals log A of x over log A of B. هذه هي كل اللي تحتاج تتذكره. طيب قلت لي هاي يا شباب يا مازن it is true بعدين قلت لي false وبعدين false وبعدين true. So what is your final decision?
I think it's
إذا هي true قول لي أي law استخدمنا. إذا هي false قول لي ليش.
I think it's false.
It is false. Why?
Yeah.
طيب هذا وش هو؟ You are right. It is false. طيب هذا اللي هنا في الرايت هاند سايد what is this? This is equals to what?
This is equal to law 2. A over B.
Yes. This is يا مازن. This is log what?
Log 2
of x
divided by y.
Yes. أما هاي it is as it is. We cannot distribute the log over the we cannot distribute the log over the difference. Okay?
Okay.
This one as it is. We cannot do anything about it. Just you can simplify what is inside. يعني. So thank you. Let me now ask Muhammad al-Mu'taq. Muhammad, C. What do you think C is true or false? Are you with us, Muhammad?
Yes.
What do you think? C is true or false? هذول القوانين اللي تحتاجهم. This is what you need, and this is of course the formula.
I think it's true.
You are right. It is true. Can you explain more why it is true?
we used the second law to distribute with the subtraction.
You are
And
right.
the third law for the power to make it before the log.
Allah يرضى عليك. Excellent يا محمد. Thank you very much. Let's go to D. And I think, Shabab, D is clearly true because it is just this law, the third law. So this is law number 1, law number 2, this is law number 3. Law number 3, we just applied law number 3. So it is also true. Let's go to E, and let me ask Abdul Malik al-Dakhil. Abdul Malik,
Yes.
what do you think about E, true or false?
No, I think it's false because
Why?
it's only we only add when it's the factors are multiplied, like A and B in the first law.
أفضل, you are right, you are right. يعني أفضل justification تقول لي وش هو right hand side؟ هذا وش هو؟ هذا log what؟
Log what?
أول law number 1.
Yeah, it's
log
multiplication.
PQ.
B times Q. مو
B.
log B times log Q. Okay?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, this is the reason. Thank you. ريان محمد, يا ريان. True or false? ريان, this is true or false?
This one لا false.
ليش؟
دقيقة. لا true معليش دكتور.
It is false.
لا مو هي division negative minus.
يا ريان هذا وشو؟ نرجع للقوانين هذه الأربع القوانين هذه اللي تحتاج. What we have here is what? This is log what? This is log A over B.
طيب
مو log A over log B, يعني اللي يا شباب log
مو نفس الشيء دكتور؟
نفس الشيء؟
لا أنا أسألك، ما أنا ما أقول لك أنا أسألك.
No, log A over B is not. لو كان law ما كنا راح نخبيه عليك، يعني لو كان هذا من الرولز ما راح نخبيه عليك. This is
ما يفرق لما يكون log A over log B ولما يكون log A over B.
هو مو حفظ، احنا عندنا قوانين اثبتناها. هذا وش هو؟ مين يقول لي يا شباب؟ هذا نقدر نكتبه بطريقه اخرى. مين يقول لي هذا وش هو؟ What is this?
A over B.
No, this is log A over log B. مو عندنا يا شباب قاعده بتقول انه log A of x هي log A of x على log A of B, the change of base formula. فهذه هي log ايش؟ log B
log
of
B. B of A.
log with base B of A. فهذا شيء وهذا شيء. This is log A of B. طبعا you can يا شباب take examples about that. يعني مثلا ممكن تاخذ log 2 of 8 over 4 وخذ log 2 of 8 على log 2 of 4 and they are not the same. You can check that. This will be log 2 of 8 over 4, which is 2 log 2 of 2 is 1. It is not always true طبعا. But here, what is this? Log 2 of 8 is 3 and log 2 of 4 is 2. Are they the same? They are not. So be careful, ya shabab. When you say something, this is what I always say to my students, ya shabab. Please pay attention to that. Use the well-known rules or laws. هذا هم اللوز يا شباب اللي عندنا. Use the well-known laws and do not use your own laws, because some of you under the stress, especially in the exams, they invent new rules. I don't know from where they bring it. So make check if you think, يعني if you think about anything that is not seen before, check. You can check if it is valid or not, it is makes sense or not. Okay, so this is why we are doing now these practice exercises to let you know about which one is false, which one is true, and you can of course justify also. So if you are saying that it is true, which rule you apply? If it is false, why it is false? Why they are not equal to each other? Now for this one, Shabab, I give you before in the errors that here the power is log, all the log is to the power x. In fact, what is true is this one, by using the laws of the power rule, it is 7 to the power x and not the whole log to the power 7. So this is also false. Let's go to h. Again, Shabab, I think it is very clear that we showed you that a to the power x is equals to x because they are inverses of each other. We have mentioned that. So here it is just a. If you forget that, you can apply the power law. Log a of a to the power a equals to a. This a will go out as a coefficient. Log a of a. Log a of a is 1, so it will be a times 1. It will be a. So it is true. Let's go to the next one, and let me ask this time Sultan al-Mandili. Sultan,
Yes, doctor.
what do you think, true or false?
Yes, it's true.
It is true. Which law we used? The quotient law, the product law, the power law?
No,
One or two or three, if you remember them from the previous slide.
I think it is one. For
It is
the
one. No, yeah, Sultan, it is not.
I
هذا
don't
one.
the
This is
numbers.
two, this is three. هذا لما يكون عندك sum، لما يكون difference، هذا لما يكون product، هذا quotient، هذا power.
No, it is the second one. For the subtraction.
Faisal Jaithan, are you here, Faisal? Faisal Jaithan? Faisal is not responding. Faisal is absent. Okay, Faisal is not here. Sultan, you are not right, Sultan. Yeah, Sultan, this is false.
Why, doctor?
Why? This is what I'm gonna ask you. Ahmed Al-Attar, can you answer this question? Why it is false? Ahmed Al-Attar, are you here?
Yes, doctor, I remember.
Yes. I'm asking about Ahmed Al-Attar. Is he here? He's not responding. Ahmed Al-Attar is absent. For the second time, by the way, Ahmed is not responding. Now, let's say, Sultan, what you remember, dear Sultan, why it is false?
The right side, it is log, then x over y, not log x over log y.
This is log y, log with base y of x, by the change of base formula. This one, Shabab, as I told you before, you cannot distribute it over the difference. The last one, Shabab, it is true, and it is clearly why it is true. Just simplify this. You cannot simplify this, it is as it is. If you simplify this, you will have what? Log, it will be len, because it is len. The len is just log e. So it will be len 1 over a, all to the power -1. So this is equals to len, you know the reciprocal, this is a to the power -1 times -1, so it will be 1, len a. So it is true. You should be able, Shabab, to solve now this question. This is an old exam question. So please take 1 to 2 minutes to solve this, please. You should be able to find which answer is the true, because he is asking about here which one of the following is always true. Is always true. Turki Zahrani, are you here, Turki?
Yes, doctor.
Okay, get ready. I will ask you about A, the first one. What do you think about A or
Okay.
B? You can choose A or B. Which one of them is true? Which one of them is false? Take a pen and paper, Shabab, and start practice. Okay, Turkey, what do you think about the first one, true or false?
I have no idea yet. Can you give me a second?
Okay. طيب, what about B? You can move to B, Turkey. Let me call Ahmed Al-Attar again. Ahmed, are you here, Ahmed? Do you have an idea about A or B? Also, Faisal Al-Jaathin. Yeah, Faisal, are you here? Do you have an idea about A or B?
Yeah, yes, I'm here.
Who is this?
I'm Faisal.
Where have you been, Faisal? I called you before.
Yeah, my mic connect.
You-
It's not stable, the ISP.
You can write on the chat if you can.
No. The microphone itself, like the whole thing. I cannot hear. I cannot speak. So
Okay.
no, it's not connected.
It's okay, Faisal. Yalla, ya Faisal, tell me about A or B.
For B, it's division. So
Who has the right answer, Shabab? According to this, we will spend like all the class on 4.4 about the same mistakes that we are talking about.
Yes, doctor, can I?
Yes, what is the right answer, Shabab? Which one of these is true? Yes, Mazen.
I think it's C.
Do you agree with him, Sultan?
No, doctor, it is E.
What about you, Migdad? Which answer is the right answer?
I think A.
Mazen. Let me go back to Mazen. Yeah, Mazen. Where have you been? Yeah, Mazen. Where are you? Okay, let's start, Shabab, checking them one by one.
Yes,
Okay.
Mr. I'm here, Mr.
Let me start with the last choice. Who said that this is true? Are you
Me.
kidding, Shabab? Are you kidding? This is a mistake.
This one is false, doctor.
I mentioned it twice, Shabab. I mentioned this mistake twice. This is what is true. This is what is true. This is not true. So this is false. Okay? So this is false. Now let me talk about D. D also is false. And let me show you why. What is this? What is this? This is log x of y to the power -1, because this is 1 over y, which will be negative. This -1 will go out. It will be negative log x of y. This is log y of x. So let me change the base. It is negative 1 over log y of x. It is not the same as this. Also, if you start on this, what is log y of x? Change the base. The base here is x, the base here is y. So if you change the base, what you will have? You will have 1 over log x of y. So it is not log x over y. So for many reasons, this is false. Let me go to A. A is false because here what he did, he distribute the log over the sum. So what he said that this is log x plus log y. Is that true? Is this equals to log with the same base of x plus log x of y squared? Log x of x is 1, and this 2 will go out. This is not true. This step is wrong. We don't have a law that says that log a plus b equals to log a plus log b. This is wrong. I mentioned this several times. Log a plus b, it is log a plus b. Okay? So this is false. For this one, also it is false. Let me change the color because now we don't want this one. Why it is false? Because this is log y of x. Here, this is log x of y. And we know that log x of y, it is 1 over log y of x. When you change the base, this will be cancelled with this and you will have 1, not -1. It is 1. So Mazen, he was right. Mazen is right. This is the true one. Okay?
Can I explain it?
Now, yeah, Mazen, why this is true? Let's check why this is true. How did you know that it is true? What you will do?
يعني دكتور جربت الخيارات الثانية طلعت كلها معي غلط فبيكون الجواب سي.
ما شاء الله
This
عليك.
this is my way.
How fast you are to check all of that quickly like this.
Yesterday
No.
I prepared the lesson.
Good, Yamazin. But this is not the good way. Maybe you did a mistake. You have to check all the answers. This is a 5 questions in 1 question indeed. So here you should be able to show that this is true. How to show that this is true? Miqdad, you are raising your hand. Lower it, please, if you don't have a question. Yes.
Can I prove it?
How to show that, ya shabab? How to show that this is true? This is what is true. This is the right answer. How to show that? You can do it from, you can prove the right hand side equals the left hand side, or from here to there. It is up to you. Let me take this and show that it is equals to this. How to do that? Because I may ask you, for example, prove that this equals to that. What you can do, you can change the base, ya shabab. What is the base here? The base is x. So you will use the change of base formula that says it is log a of x over log a of b. So what I have this now. I will write it like this. How? The negative is out. So this will be log of what? B of x, b of x. So this is b, this is x. So it will be 1 over y log x. You remember, Shabab, that I told you, what is this? This is log y to the power negative 1 of x. And I told you that this negative will go out. Revise the change of base formula. And if you forget it, you can write it with change of base formula. You can say this is log y of x over log y of 1 over y. Whatever. So it will be, as I told you before, this negative will be equals to negative times negative, it will be positive. So it will be log y of x. So this is what is this. All of this equals to log y of x. Now, what I want to change the base to be ln. And this is one way to say that. I told you, you can use the left-hand side to show. So now this equals to what? Change the base from y to e. Log e, log e. But you know, log e is ln. So this is ln, this is ln. All the base will be in the denominator. The same argument will be in the denominator. So we showed that this side, the right-hand side, equals to the left-hand side. We proved that the right-hand side equals to the left-hand side. Is that clear, Shabab? Let me give you another question. Yes.
Doctor, sorry, but I didn't understand the first steps that you did.
لأنك ما متابع معاي من البداية. لو أنت متابع معانا من البداية، إحنا قلنا هذا، يعني مشكلتكم يا شباب هاي. إحنا قلنا هنا في common mistakes هنا. هاي common mistakes، أوكي؟ وقلنا هنا من special cases. شوف ذكرناها هنا، هاي هي. أظن الحين واضح. وبينت لكم هنا I showed you here من وين جتها. شوف وصلت الفكرة؟ وصلت يا مين اللي سأل؟ عبد الملك؟
Yes.
Okay. Because we should يا شباب use our previous knowledge. إذا ظلينا كل شيء نعيده مرة ومرة خلاص. This is what I said for you. Just we change the base. We use the formula. Change of base formula. To understand it better and more, we can use it here to solve this. Unfortunately, we cannot go to 4.5 on time. It's okay. So I will take a few minutes from you at the end instead of the time that we waste on the practice quiz. طيب يا شباب الآن, this is also an old exam question and it is very interesting one. Log 0.4 equals to x. Then what is log 2 of 20? Take a pen and paper and start practice, ya shabab. You should notice at the beginning that the base is not the same. By the way, here the base, it is not written, it is 10. So the base is different. So how to solve such problem, ya shabab? First of all, you should use the change of base formula. We should change the base from 2 to what? We need to change the base from 2 to what, ya shabab? To 10, to be the same as this. So now we applied the change of base formula. What we can do next, ya shabab? مين يقول لي ايش نقدر نسوي بعد؟
آه،
20 هاي يا شباب. طبعا تذكروا ان اللوج هو البيس 10، ففكر في ال 10. هذه ال 10 المفروض تخليها على بالك، يعني احنا عندنا هنا لوج 10 لوج 10. ف keep in mind that you have 10. So what is 20? 20 is what? It is 2 times 10, which is equals to log 2 plus log 10. We use the product rule. Is that right? Now
Yes.
this is equals to what? Log 2 over log 2. It will be log 2 over log 2 plus log 10, which is, what is log 10, by the way, before that? What is log 10?
1.
it's 1.
This will
One.
be log, this will be log 2. Let me write it here. Log 2 plus 1 over log 2. This will be equals to what? Log 2 over log 2 will be 1 plus 1 over log 2. The question is, what is log 2? So we need log 2. So what we will do, we will use what we have to find what we want. To find what we want. So this is what we have. So we need to look at this. Log 0.4, what is it? It is log 4 over 10. Am I right?
Yes.
This is equals to x. What is log 4 over 4? It is by the quotient rule, log 4 minus log 10 equals to x. Now, what is log 10?
1.
Oh, by the way, what is log 4? 4, it is 2 to the power 2 minus log 10 is 1 equals to x. By the power rule, this will be 2 log 2 equals to, move the 1 to there, so it will be x plus 1. So what is log 2? Solve it for log 2. Log 2 will be x plus 1 over 2. So here we are. This is log 2. So what I will do, I will just go back here and say this is 1 plus 1 over x plus 1 over 2, which will be 1 plus 2 over x plus 1, which will be x plus 1 plus 2 over x plus 1, which is x plus 3 over x plus 1. And the answer is E. And in fact, this is a very interesting question because you need to work on both quantities, on what you have and also on what you want. There are many types of this question, ya shabab. I will leave it for you to practice. I think we have practiced more than enough. Yes.
In the first step, you used 10 as A, right? In the change base formula.
Yes, yes. In the change base formula. When we don't write a shabab log, this is the common logarithm. When we don't write the base, it means that the base is 10. Okay. Okay, I think this is enough, ya shabab, for 4.4. It is time to go to 4.5. Let me stop sharing this section and go to 4.5. طبعا يا شباب, if you are okay with 4.4, you will be okay with 4.5. Can you see now, ya شباب, 4.5 slides?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, what is 4.5? 4.5 is the last section in chapter 5, and it is about solving equations that are exponential or logarithmic. Okay, indeed, to make it easy for you, Shabab, one of the main tools that we will use are the one-to-one identities. If a to the power x equals a to the power y, because the exponential function, it is one-to-one, then x equals to y. And vice versa, of course, in the case if they are in the domain of that function. Similarly, the log also is one-to-one function. So log a of x is, if it is equals to log a of y, so you have the same base, then the arguments are also the same. Similarly, Shabab, if you have x equals to y and both of them in the domain of the log, you can take log of both sides and you will have this. Now, what is the exponential equation? It is the one in which the variable is in the exponents And one of the main tools, the one-to-one property that I told you about. Let's take very easy exercise at the beginning or example. So when you have 5 to the power x equals 125, to solve this equation, what is x? X 5 to the power what equals 125? So easy, 3. So in fact, if you look at 125, it is 5 to the power 3. So you have two expressions equals to each other with the same base, then the exponents are the same. You can check your answer. Similarly here, ya shabab, the same base, so the exponents will be the same. Linear equation, solve it, x is 1. You can check your answer. Now, indeed, not all the equations are easy like example 1. So you need a strategy for that. So the strategy here consists of three guidelines. Step number 1, isolate the exponential expression on one side. So try to have your exponential expression on one side. Then take the logarithm of each side and then use the laws of logarithms to bring down the exponent. Then solve. طبعا usually يا شباب we take the logarithm of the same with the same exponent with the same base. Let's take this an example. Here you need to solve this equation. طبعا step number 1, it is ready يا شباب. It is already done because this is the expression, the exponential expression. It is isolated on one side. It is alone on one side. Now you will go to the next step, which is take the logarithm. So now, by the way, Shabab, if it is like this, it is so easy. If it is like this, you don't need this strategy if it is like this. Why? Because it should be much easier. This is 3 to the power x plus 2 equals to, what is 9? 9 is 3 to the power 2. So now you have the same base, so then you have the same exponent. And this gives you
7, not 9.
It is not 9, yes. So when it is not 9, when you cannot do that, of course, even if it is 9, you can use this. This is in general. You can do it for any equation. Now this is isolated. Step number 1 is done. Step number 2, take the log. What is the best log to take here, Shabab? So now we have 3 to the power, it is 3 to the power x plus 2 equals to 7. What is the best log to take for both sides? It is log with the same base, log 10. With base 3. No, the best one is 3. So it will be 3 to the power, and I will show you why it is the best one. Now, if you want to solve now, Shabab, what will happen? You will use the inverse function property. This will be cancelled. Log 3 of 3 will be cancelled, and you will have x plus 2 equals to log 3 of 7, which means that x equals to log 3 of 7 minus 2. This is the solution. This is the exact solution. Now, you can use another logs, by the way. So who said we can use log 10? Yes, you can. I think, let me write down the solution that we obtained here. What is it? Log 3 of 7 minus 2. And this is if you want to have the exact solution. If you want to approximate it to use the calculator at the end, it is better to use log with the base 10, the common logarithm, or the natural logarithm, len. So here, let's use log. If you use log, you cannot cancel now because the base is not the same. The base is different. So what you can do, you can use the power law. The power law, you will bring this down here. Then you will solve it for x. So you will divide by log 3. Then you will add 2 to the next side. And of course, Shabab, is it the same? Is this the same as this? Are they the same? Yes, they are.
Yes.
Because log 7 over 3 just change the base from 10 to 3. So it will be by the change base formula, log with base 3 of 7. And you can use len, by the way. This is if you want to, what is good when you use the log 10, this is in physics and chemistry, when not in this course, we don't use the calculators. You can use len also, and the same answer will be obtained. But the best way, as I said, to use the same base to make it much easier. Let's take another example, Shabab, here. So again, remember, is this isolated? Is the exponential expression alone on one side? The answer is no, because we still have here what? 8. So in this case, the first step to do is to divide both sides by 8. Now, my exponential expression is isolated on one side. Now I can take logarithm of both sides. What is the best logarithm to take, يا شباب, for both sides?
لن.
Len, because we have here the base e, so take it with the same, because this is log e of e, so they will be cancelled. This e will be cancelled with len, and you will have 2x equals to len 2.5 divided by 2, and that's it. This is the exact solution. If you want to approximate it, you can use a calculator. Now about another example also. This is also clearly because it is isolated. Just now take len of both sides the same way. Then this will be cancelled, and you will have, of course, 3 minus 2x equals to len 4. You need to solve it for x, so you will solve it as a linear equation. Subtract 3 from both sides, divided by -2. Here we are. This is the exact solution. Let's take now a little bit different equation here. It is not only one expression. If this is not there, you can solve it. So easy. You will move this to the another side. You will take len of both sides. Now we have 3 terms. And of course, here we have an expression, and here another expression. So what we should do in this case, ya Mazen?
Let a to power x equal y or equal x.
What? No, not equal x. Don't do that.
Yeah, for example, yeah. Equal y, yeah.
Equal to anything, not x, because this is a substitution. When you do that, you are this is not a replacing. Yes. Why you did that, ya Mazen? Why you think about that? Because you should
factor by grouping.
Why you thought about that from the beginning? Ya Shabab, you should remember that when you have ax squared plus bx plus c, this is quadratic equation. When you have a squared w squared plus bw plus c, this is of quadratic type. So this is what I call the quadratic sense. ضروري يكون يا شباب عندكم الحاسة التربيعية، الquadratic sense. يكون عندك إحساس إن هذه الإيكويشن هي of quadratic type. فthis is w مثلا equals to ولا y زي ما قال مازن. This will be what? E to the power 2x. What is it? It is e to the power x all squared. So it is w squared. Now it is so easy. You can solve it by factoring. Here it is. Solve it by factoring, or as we did. Now you have of course, as a MATH1002 student, you should be able to do it without substitution even. But it's okay. Now you have two factors. The product of them is 0. So one of them must be 0. This or this equal to 0. Now this is so easy. You can just move 3 to the another side. So, and here move 2 to the negative side. For this one, what is x? X is len 3. You will just take len of both sides. Here, if you take len of both sides, this will be wrong. If you take len of both sides, this will be cancelled. And here you will have len -2. Len -2, ya shabab, is undefined. We cannot take len of both sides when you have negative. So indeed, this equation has no solution. Why it has no solution? Ya shabab, do you remember that I said, yes, a to the power x is always positive. I'm running, ya shabab, because I want to finish this example and the next one. We said, ya shabab, always that the exponential function is always positive. You remember the range of the function is all the positive numbers. So also e to the power x is always greater than 0. So it is impossible to be 0 and impossible to be, of course, negative. It could be 0, ya shabab, for infinity. When x goes to negative infinity, then e to the power x will goes to 0. But I'm talking here about exact value. So e to the power x is greater than 0 for all x. This is why we have only here one solution. The last example that I'd like to mention today is this. How to solve this equation. Again, use your algebraic tricks that you have used before, ya shabab. What we can do here, who can tell me? We can take this here. We have 2 terms. We can take what as a common factor? X and e to the power x. So this will be x and e to the power x as a common factor. So here we will have 3 plus x. Is that right? Now, ya shabab, we have 1, 2, 3 factors. The product of them is 0. So this means that x is 0, or e to the power x is 0, or 3 plus x is 0. So this is impossible, ya shabab. This is impossible because e to the power x is always greater than 0. So here we have no solution. So we shouldn't worry about this part. Now, from here, it means that x equals to -3. So we have two solutions. You can check, Shabab, your solution that it is valid or not. And this is all what we have for today. We will continue, inshallah, tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think we have finished now, Ya Shabab, the exponential equations. Tomorrow, inshallah, we will continue from the logarithmic equation parts. Any question, Ya Shabab, before I...
Yes, Doctor.
Yes, please.
The quiz tomorrow will be on the session?
Yes.